day to be a Tiger. JSU by 40 campaign. Coach Taylor, I was just thinking, I was sitting in my office and we were talking about Jackson State athletics, the tradition of Jackson State. You played here. What if 50,000 alums gave $40 a month for 12 months?
Man, that would be huge. That's money in the bank for athletic program.
Let's do this, Coach. I'm challenging all 50,000 alumni of Jackson State University, supporters, fans. Let's give $40 a month to JSU by 40 campaign. 12 months, 12 million. September to August, let's win championships in the classroom. Let's support Jackson State University. Let's support athletics. And let's make sure our coaches and our student athletes are successful. So again, Coach Taylor and I are challenging you, all 50,000 alums, $40 a month for 12 months to support Jackson State athletics. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Support the JSU by 40 campaign. Visit gojsutigers.com/JSU by 40.
What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. What up, bro?
What up, man? What's up, Be I Love family?
It's Happy Monday, Happy March Madness Monday, man. I guess we can call it, Welcome back, everybody. It's another live stream, JSU Sports Chat, KC-1400 Media Group. Go ahead and hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as you come into the stream, man. Get into a habit of doing that. So whenever you hit the link, you got to hit the like button at the same time. That way we have the same amount of viewers as we have likes. Got to get that algorithm popping, man. Happy to see everybody on. Got a pretty fun show to kick the week off, man, as we get ready for the SWAC tournament, bro. Basketball tournament, man, coming down the pipe, man. We had a really eventful weekend. Shout out to the men and women winning both games. Winning on Thursday night, winning on Saturday night. Or Saturday afternoon, I should say. And, man, the men had a scare. We won, though. We won. The reality of the matter is you win. What's going on, Coach? How you doing out there, man? Coach Lewis.
Had to shake the devil off.
Had to shake the devil off, man. The devil hawked us down, man. We thought we had got away. Devil was back on our heels, man. Came down to the last possible second. If you watched the video, I showed it. If you watched it on HBCU Go, you already know what happened. You already know how it went down. Hold on just a second. I've been looking at these alerts. Nah, they even do with the Bengals. I don't care about no Bengals. Anywho, yeah. So yeah, man, it's been a good weekend. But yeah, we got some good stuff, man. We got a new special guest coming up this week, and we'll mention it on the show as we get going. Said the devil was busy, but God shut that down. Yes, indeed, man. It's good to be back, situated, stable. Been traveling a lot, bro. Been moving around. A lot of frequent flyer miles all over the place for JSU sports, man. And somebody said in the chat, man, you know they love the dedication. Yeah, we dedicated, man. We dedicated to what we're doing, dedicated to the cause. We got to get the work done. We got to do it. The work ain't going to do itself. It ain't going to work itself. You got to make it happen. So before anybody asks the question, I will not be at the SWAC tournament this week unless we get to the championship games, though. I'm not traveling this week unless it's late Friday. I take the red eye, get to Birmingham on Saturday. So we got to get to the championship for me to come. I'm not gonna be. I've been on the go, man, all week, every week, and I got to rest, man. I
hate to say this, but I'm gonna be consistent. I ain't gonna be that either. No, but hey, it's a good cause, man. So, well, you already know, but I'll be in Jackson this weekend, man. I come home and spend some time with my daughter. So
when daddy duty calls, man,
yeah.
I'm right there with you, brother. Right there with you, man. Life comes first. Then, the rest all happens. The devil had the gun. Woo. The Diamond Tigers. Absolutely. We're going to touch on that, Mo.
We're going to touch on that.
I got it already ready. We ready to rock. We locked and ready to roll. Now, Mo. Hey, listen. I know Mo, we ain't going to bring him up and make him talk about no basketball, but we're going to talk about some baseball today. We're going to talk about some baseball, man. Shout out to Coach
of the men and women variety.
yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to definitely touch on it. But yeah, man, I guess with that being said, we might as well jump on into the preliminaries. Jump on into them real quick, man. Friends of KC-1400 Inc. is our 501c3 foundation, man. Go to Givelify if you want to make a donation, tax deductible. Appreciate all the donations, all the support. Go to Givelify now and submit a donation to the foundation, man. We're doing a lot of big things with our foundation and trying to even do it even bigger, man. Do it even bigger. If you are a part of our NIL group and looking to try to add to that pot, hey, man, you can donate through Givelify. You can donate through Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, whatever suits your fancy. Cash on hand, hey, on site, check to the mailbox, whatever it takes, man. You know, we can't do nothing without the resources. So I always keep that in mind. That's right, Israel. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the support, man, too. Like, share, subscribe, and join the channel. We appreciate that, man. Pretty sure TD will be up at some point today. He always like to make a grand entrance, man. That's what he like to do. I done figured him out now. He don't ever want to be on there now. He want to pop up. See, look at it. As I'm talking about it, look at it, just like that. I spoke him up.
Hey,
he like to just pop up. Boop. What's up, big bro? What's going on,
man? How y'all doing, man?
Man, doing wonderful, man. Doing wonderful. Wonderful.
We good,
man. Nation was good. Was good. Zoe was popping, man.
What's happening, man?
There you go. What KT Dub said, man. Join the family, y'all. We making some shake, man. We trying to grow this thing and take JSU athletics to the next level. And from our perspective, from our contribution, that's what we trying to do. And we're gonna get there. One supporter at a time, man. Let's keep it rolling. Gotta give a huge shout out to Canada. Hey, look, they've been busy, man. Been keeping me mobile. Shout out to Billy Clay and Greg over in Cannon Toyota Vicksburg, man. When you see me rolling in one of them nice Toyota Tundra trucks, don't belong to me. Ain't got no money. That's Cannon Toyota, man. We riding so you can see. Hey, look, man, they done sold me on a truck, man. I'm like, golly. I think that's what they doing, TD. And Zoe, they let you ride in and you get that feel. I said, ooh, I like this thing, man. I don't want to give it back. It was like, yeah, they're gonna cost you a cool 60-some thousand. I said, no, I don't want no debt. I don't want no car note.
But I gave you the one with the computer in it.
Man, listen, man. One of these trucks, listen, the one they had to come get that one, TD. I had it for half a day. Half a day, though. It was so bad. That thing was sold before it got up the highway, man. I said, good gracious alive. Thing had the panoramic sunroof, man, leather everywhere. You had all the bells and whistles. And man, but anyway, we appreciate that.
Hey, Zoe, kid was showing it out like it was his. Hey, man, come look at this.
I was trying to show support to one of our channel sponsors. You see what I'm saying? Like, look, they gonna give it to her and let her ride around that thing. Hey, look, I'm trying to show it to everybody so they can go and purchase a vehicle from Cannon Toyota Vicksburg and say, hey, man, tell Billy Ken sent you. Tell Billy TD sent you.
Yes, sir.
But no, man. But I will say this though. I'm gonna say this because I told Zoe this. My next vehicle gonna be a pickup truck. I ain't never been a pickup truck guy, man. I have never been. I ain't never really just had to be. No, I'm a G-Wagon. You know what I'm saying? Big vehicle type guy, man. Range Rover, the big Jeep Wrangler, Rubicon style. You know what I'm saying? That type stuff. I ain't never been no truck guy. You know what I'm saying? But now, I don't know. I got to get me a truck, man. I'm a truck guy now. I said, okay, I guess I must be getting older because I'm thinking about the tools that I can buy and stuff I can carry. And I'm older now. So I was infatuated with my water hose, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a little water hose out there spraying yard all. Hey, man. Yeah, man. But anyway, appreciate Billy, Clay, and Greg, for the support of the channel. We're actually gonna put together a schedule signing. We're working on that. Gonna pull up over there at Vicksburg, man. Bring our NIL ambassadors over there to try to host that event with us, and we'll keep you guys up to date on when that happens. So, all right, let's keep it rolling. I want me a GMC Denali pickup. Hey, man, the thing's expensive, by the way. I'm an SUV guy too, Coach. Zoe a Jeep guy. He want a Jeep. Hey man, a Jeep is a working class man's G-Wagon, in my opinion. I can't buy no G-Wagon, man. I can't do it. It's expensive, man. I guess I'm cheap now. I'm turning to my dad, unfortunately, man. I always was him. I would say frugal, or should I say monetarily efficient. I ain't who I'm trying to impress.
Man, look, I would love to have a G-Wagon though. Ain't no front, but yeah.
Jesse got a Jeep. Look at. What's up, Jesse? What's up, little bro? You riding around in a Jeep. Hey, I'm trying to get on your level, big dog. I ain't got no Jeep, man. I want me one. He said, when you get a truck, people think you a U-Haul. I'm a Tahoe guy. Hey, now I'm with you on that. Listen, I got an SUV. Trust me.
Hey, Jason, that's quite all right. Just know that your rates is gonna be high because this is a private company. So your rates will be a premium.
Hey, do you want the truck or the man?
Hey, Galen, I'm always gonna defer. If I would just say when I won't say it. Yeah, man. No, that might be my next vehicle. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, man. Said join the truck family. KT Dub love. He got him old trucks. He got him old trucks. That's how we carry the water over there, man. That's how we get the water to the school. But anyway, let's move on, man. Let's move on. I'm gonna have to holler at my other brother, man. Holler at my brother Tim and my brother Terrence over there, man, at Auto Masters. Y'all make sure y'all hit them up, man. Go to the website, check out the inventory, www.automasters06.com. 601-927-7794. Holler at Tim or Terrence. And guess what, Tim? I did not make it by there. You know why? It was pouring down, raining on Friday. And I was so tired because I had 1 hour sleep working the game on Thursday. I was so tired that when they canceled practice, though, I was like, there's no only reason I got up is to go swap the truck out. After that, I went to Zia, got my little, got my tie rib, I went and got my tie ribs, had me a couple of bourbon smash joints, dog, and I went to bed, man.
There you go.
And woke up in time for the show.
But I'm tired of some serious.
Hey, man, shout out to Zia, man. We got to get a Zia sponsorship. Much money we spending that thing, TV. We got to go in there and talk to somebody. For real. But anywho, man, hey, listen. This Wednesday, we got the man pulling up on us. Been working on this for quite a while, actually. Spoke to Coach the day that Austin and them released the schedule. Not the schedule, the coaching staff. And we have a special guest on this Wednesday. Y'all make sure y'all pull up, man. We got Coach O, Jack State football associate head coach and general manager, man. The man, the myth, the legend. And he just crossed, man. Congratulations to Coach O. Just crossed over. Surprisingly, be shocked it just popped out on us, man. Is it Alpha Kappa? I don't know what it is called. Don't have me messing it up. Kappa. I'm gonna just say Kappa. I'm not Greek or nothing. I don't want to mess that up. But shout out to all the noobs. I think I got that right. I know my brother won. One of my good best friends over in Austin. K. Scott won. Shout out to all the Greg and Thad and Brian and all those fellas, man. That I don't know the proper terms, so I'm not gonna mess that up. But congratulations, Cole. Look, excited to have him on, man. Gonna bring him on, talk some football. It's spring break this week, so why not? This was the perfect week to have him on. No practices until next week, and same time, man, 9:15. We'll get him on and we'll keep him as long as we can, and then we'll ask what we can. So y'all be ready to ask. So there it is, Alpha Kappa Nukes. There you go. I appreciate you, Kappa Alpha Psi. Okay, y'all got me all. I'm gonna leave that one alone, y'all. So and just y'all ain't gonna have them coming for me.
It's the
nothing
first
but respect. I'm friends with everybody. I'm friends with the dog, with the Q dogs. Our big brothers are Alpha, and my big brothers are Kappa, and yeah, all that good stuff, man. So congratulations to him. It's not spring break for JSU online. She must be in class online. Sis, I ain't got nothing to do with that. JTVs know what JYTV vids know exactly what it is. All right, there you go, brother. It's Kappa Alpha Psi. There you go. All right, Gabe. Gotcha.
K.A. Pitchfork.
K.A. Pitchfork. Awesome stuff, man. Nothing but respect there. But looking forward to having Coach on. Y'all be sure to have y'all. She said, Ken, where are you getting them tie reels from? It's tie reels from Zea, Z-E-A. That's over originally in the Renaissance.
Hey, come get me. I'll show you where it is.
You can get them easy. All you gotta do is bait it with some golden fish.
They got it too. They sure got that golden fish, dog. What's up, Brandon? Ford Platinum truck has all the best. You know what, man? I ain't messing with no Ford. Them things expensive, man. All these trucks expensive. But that truck, that Ford Platinum, how much that thing? 100,000 now?
Found on the road dead.
I knew you was going there. Hey, man, listen, we took that expedition down the road. That thing was nice, man. I like it, man.
You was in it one day, too?
No, it wasn't. It was in it for a few days. It worked out just fine. I tell you one thing, that expedition held up better than that daggum Jeep Wagoneer that we had over in Miami. Broke down on me twice, had me taking an Uber, buying $50 booster cables. I got the Uber driver to boost off the damn.
About that.
Man, come on, bro. I was so mad at that. Man, I was pissed. Then we get to the rental car. Y'all trying to calm me down because the manager act like she did me a favor for trading us out. I'm like, lady, I'm the customer. But anyway, let me leave that alone. Let's move on, man. Looking forward to having Coach O on this Wednesday. Y'all pull up. We'll drop that on the social tonight after the show. Let everybody know what we got going on over here, man. I appreciate Coach coming up, man. Working on a couple of other guests for next week as well. And we're going to keep this thing rolling. Try to keep our special guest Wednesday rocking and rolling. And let's get into it, man. Mo, come on up, man. I'm going to drop this link for you, dog. If you're free to talk some baseball, man, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. I want to start off here because I just have to this is huge, though, in TD. I'm going to just talk about these last two games. The Butler Bears, and the Memphis Tigers, man.
Oh, not Butler Bears, Butler Bulldogs.
Butler Bulldogs, my bad. I said Bears. I'm looking at the face, too. It's damn Bulldog right in front of me. And I called it a bear. But yeah, Butler Bulldogs. Butler is a FBS school. Obviously, it's FBS, it's not football, but it's what do you call it? It ain't Power 5.
They're a group of 5 school.
Group of 5. And what conference does Butler play in basketball?
I think they're in the Big East, I believe.
Big East? Yeah. But hey man, what's going on, Quentin? Denali pick up.
I was in the Big East.
Always wanted them price. Yeah. Them Denali. Anything that say Denali. See, the word Denali means the great one, just so y'all know that. And Butler is Big East. There you go. Man, hey, you gotta come on up. Hey, if you free, come on up and hit that link, man. But no, man, 10-5 and 6-4 versus the Memphis Tigers, man. How awesome is that? And we plan. I'm gonna look at the schedule. We are going to pull up and we're gonna do our tailgate at a baseball game, home game. We'll figure something out here within the next month or so. And I'll let you guys know when we're gonna be there. And we want everybody to pull up and show Coach Omar and the staff and the team some support. We're gonna shower them with support, and hopefully the women's softball team will be playing around the same time, so we can show them the same amount of support as well. TJ said he was at the Memphis game, played tough, very proud of his team. JSU alum represented. Come on up, TJ, if you want. If give your thoughts on the game, man. We'd love to have those that actually had a chance to check it out, to talk about it. I want to start here in baseball. We're gonna get into some basketball all day long. We know that's gonna take up the bulk of the show. But I did. If you guys got anything, come on up and talk it. We won't be on it too long, but I did want to give you guys an opportunity to express yourself. So I'll let y'all go. Thoughts on these two games? I'll start with you, Zone.
Man, look, love the because I love it, man. Actually played like in a little mini series or tournament, if you will, in Memphis.
And we lost the Presbyterian.
But here's the thing: we lost the Presbyterian, but Presbyterian actually lost to Butler.
Baseball, any given day. That's right.
So, the tournament was in Memphis, as we know, and so we got the best record out of all the teams in the actual, in the tournament, basically. It's a huge win, man, to not only get a win against another D1 opponent, a group of 5 school, but then to turn around and do it the next day against a really, really good Memphis team. And they went extra innings to beat Butler. So it's a big deal. And coincidentally, this is the game against Memphis was the very last non-conference game I believe that we have on our schedule for this year.
Okay.
Unless we happen to get a single weekday game, midweek game, I should say. But right now, that appears to be the last non-conference game. But man, for us to have the success that we did, we're sitting right now, Ken.
We got New Orleans
12-4.
Okay, so we're sitting at 12-4 right now. And also, I gotta mention my guy, Mr. Eichelberger, which his batting average went down, but he still leads the nation in batting average. He's at 4.74 right now. And so, man, things are trending up, man.
Well, we already knew that it was going to drop. It's kind of hard
to
maintain a 600 anything in baseball because you can pop out. You can be making contact and just get out. That can happen. But TJ, appreciate you for stepping up, man. What you got, man? Softball best Memphis 2. That is correct. We coming to it. You beat me to it, sis. Go ahead, TJ.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's up, TJ?
Man.
Good. Yeah, man. I had a chance to get out yesterday and check out the baseball team. Me and my boys went out. Like I said, JSU alum. We really represented well. We actually, I would say we in some capacity we had more fans than Memphis did. So it was a nice afternoon, kind of cool. But I was really impressed with the baseball team. This is actually my first time in a while, like watching them in person. And like we had a lot of size. Our guys really can, they have a good eye and can really hit that ball. And it was just nice to see Coach Omar and some of the other coaches on staff, like being able to kind of, read their guys and, make the appropriate adjustments throughout the contest. So it's funny because I actually work in Memphis.
Okay.
And so, I work in the athletic department at Memphis. And so, I was kind of torn because, you want to see the student athletes that you work with, do well. But also as a JSU alum, it just really made me proud to see us being able to compete. And that's one thing I share with my son, because Memphis, it's a nice athletic complex over there. They have the indoor football facility. Softball has their facility, baseball, basketball as well. Golf even has a facility. And so I was telling my son as we were leaving that it doesn't matter where you go, because, from face value, Memphis has, more facilities or better facilities potentially than JSU, but JSU had the better team. And so it's, regardless of where you go, like if you're good and you play together, you have a well-rounded team of athletes and good coaching, then you can win anywhere. And so I was just, as a JSU alum, I was just, just proud for multiple reasons.
Absolutely, man. Sitting at 12-4, Coach Omar has really put his stamp on this team, the type of team that he liked to have, great pitching, good bats. I mean, sitting at 12-4 with we got Grambling coming in on tomorrow, actually. So for those that are in the Jackson area, man, I know it's spring break or whatnot, but if your kids are out and you get a free moment, swing by Brady Field, man. They get rocking and rolling at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. So if you can get out there to the game. Now that game was a little chippy when we played in the Cactus Jack tournament at the beginning of the season. If you guys recall, Grambling is a good baseball team. And then after Grambling, we go to Montgomery. Y'all know Alabama State has one of the best baseball teams. And FAMU, Alabama State, those are going to be tough outs for us. But maybe not so. I mean, we've beaten really, really good teams. So it just goes to show. See, that's a great point, man. You would think Memphis get the pick of the litter. Memphis is the flagship program in that area. Memphis University, Memphis Tigers, like you said, the great facilities. And you think about all of the available talent in North Mississippi, in Memphis, in the northern part of Tennessee, Arkansas, Louisiana, you name it. It's baseball. I mean, you build a team. And here we are, we go up there and we beat them 6-4. We're not getting beat double digits and, they putting up football scores on us like that. No. We lost 2-7 to Presbyterian, but Like you said, any given day, if you know, depending on how your pitchers are pitching and your bats are rolling, it could be a good day. But to score 10, one thing I do notice about this team, when we hot, we hit the ball well, man.
Yeah.
We definitely can hit the ball well. We can put some points on the board. I sat there and watched the Alcorn game, and I like what I saw, you know. So looking forward to getting over to some more games and supporting them as best we can.
I'll say this right quick, Ken, if you don't mind. One thing about that tournament, I was talking to some coworkers today, and you know, of course, Memphis was hosting it, but they didn't win any games in the tournament. So, you know, I think that says a lot about, you know, JSU, like I said, as a program that we can come in and be able to steal 2 games like that. So that was, I'm not even gonna say steal because we earned those games. You know, steal sounds like, you know, they were something that was the other team let slip away, but we actually earned those wins. And I hate that I didn't get to make the game on Saturday. I think it was against Butler, but you know, just to be able to get out there yesterday and see them, you know, hitting the ball, and like I said again, it just made me proud, and it just kind of shows me that, you know, AD Robinson, he's putting the right people in place, you know, across the board of all sports, and you know, Jackson State is continuing to, you know, to rise and just be on the forefront, because I mean, even when I walked in the office, there was people know that I'm Jackson State diehard. So when I walked in the office, they already knew what time it was. So it was a good day.
Hey, so TJ, so how did you start and pitch do? How many innings did he go?
I think they took him out, man. TD, if I'm not mistaken, maybe around the 5th going into the 6th. So I mean, he did pretty well. Or maybe it was the 4th going into the 5th.
He went 5 and 2 innings.
Okay.
Who did they start, Mo?
They started Womble yesterday, and they started Zay Williams on Saturday, and they started Garrett Vendaventer. We just gonna call him, gonna call him Baby G. They started Baby G.
Alcorn when I watched him. He went 8 innings.
Yep. And you know, Ken, that was probably the biggest thing about the weekend. Even though we lost Friday, him going 8 innings allowed us to save our bullpen, and it allowed Johnson to have his whole bullpen for the rest of the weekend. And I mean, and that was important because both of the games that we won went into extra innings. And you don't do that if you don't have your bullpen.
Absolutely. Hey, real quick, I'm going to add this. Baseball facilities are great. They are. But I did want to say thanks to the supporters of this channel, man. We got some technology that's being installed this season at the baseball facility. And once it's all up and rolling, we're going to go over and we're going to capture it. So appreciate everybody that participated. We did donate $10,000 to the baseball program this school year, but last calendar year. Like, what was that, Zoe? I think it was Zoe dozing off over there. We're going he tried to shake it off, but go ahead, Mo. It's all good.
Just some things that, you know, just the general public may not know about this team. One thing that really stands out to me about this team is that our left-handed pitching this season. We're throwing 4 really good lefties, and I'm talking about they are able to really keep teams off balance. You know, at our level, we're not going to get guys throwing 94 and 95. But if you can get a left-handed pitcher that can get you to 88, 89, and have some off speed and keep people off balance, we got 4 guys, Baby G, Zay Williams, who's top 10 in strikeouts that nobody's talking about, 6'5", 240. I mean, he might end up being drafted before it's over. Yes. And he's coming from the left side, and he has a nasty change-up and slider combination. And then out of the bullpen, we have Brandon Haston. He throws 91 and 92 from the left side. He's a transfer from Georgia State. And then you have this guy by the name of Lorenz. I think Lorenz is actually a foreigner. I think he's from one of the islands. I'm not sure if he's from Curacao, but he's from one of those small islands that we got from a JUCO. Lorenz actually came in against Butler and pitched 3.1 innings. He closed the game. He also was the starter versus Mississippi State when we were up 5-0 before the umpire decided to lose his mind. He was actually the starter for that game as well. So those 4 lefties are going to be real tough and very important moving forward. Of course, we have Christian Womble. Christian Womble, I mean, he can hit 96 on the gun, but he sat around 89, 90 versus Memphis.
Man.
So
So
I can't see his name.
Mo.
Mo. I'm gonna ask you, man. What you mean when you say the ref lost his mind?
Man, the first 3 innings versus Mississippi State, he was giving us the corners.
Oh
he was
my
giving
gosh.
Us he was giving us a lot of strikes on the corners. You know, we play at a level when you play against an SEC team, you just can't throw the ball down the middle of the plate.
No.
He was giving us the edge of the strike zone. We was able to we established a strike zone in those first 2 innings, and it kept Mississippi State batters off balance. He was calling out off-speed stuff. He was giving us all the corners of the plate, and it got to a point where if it wasn't inside, he wasn't calling strikes.
Man, when I started watching that game, Mo, I was so damn frustrated with that umpire. I'm talking about TD. Nothing that hit the edge was going. It was all balls at that point. We up 5-0 now. They scored their first 3 runs on full count, three walks. And I'm talking about even the announcers was like, "Ooh, man, this umpire ain't giving nothing." You know what I'm saying?
And I'm just gonna be real with y'all about this. It was an all-black umpire.
It was
group, and one of the umpires was a Jacksonian, Javaro January.
Like they fear it being in
that they knew what it looked like.
Yeah, if you're in that situation and you scared to call the game and you're in Starkville and whatever the case may be, just don't call the game. You can't be political like that, right?
So that's exactly what happened.
I saw it with my own child. I was like, I can't watch this no more because I was losing it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna keep my composure. I just turned it off because I knew what was gonna happen. But I'll say this though: this game against Butler, it was 5-5. TD going into extra innings. This game went to 11 innings, bro. And we scored 5 runs in the top of the 11th. That's how
the game yesterday was the same way. It was 4-4.
And I'm gonna tell you about the game yesterday. We had a freshman that played like a superstar. We got a shortstop by the name of Robert Tate. He went 5 for 5 versus Memphis.
That's big.
5 for 5. He was not the original starter at shortstop. Letty Alvarez was our original starter. And Robert Tate has basically played his way into the starting lineup. True freshman from the south side of Chicago, playing shortstop.
Hey, so Mo, you speaking on the Mississippi State game, and I saw the score on the Mississippi State game in the Valley game. How many runs ahead do you have to be, or the team is getting beat by before they call a game?
Well,
does it have to be a specific inning they have to be in for that to happen?
The 7th inning, if you're down by 10, they'll normally call it. There is an agreement before the game even starts. And a lot of times, to be honest with you, Coach Johnson don't really agree on that. He don't believe in allowing us to be 10 run. We got a lot of pride. But yeah, normally that 7th inning, if you're down 10, they normally call the game. And they'll automatically do it if it's a double header.
TD, to that point, we're 5-0.
You up 5-0 and you establish a strike zone.
We gave up 13 runs, bro, in the 3rd inning.
Yep.
So we went from up 5-0 to down 13-5 because the umpire lost his damn mind all of a sudden, and he wouldn't. At this point, it's like, well, you put the pitcher in a terrible position, man, because he was sending some good balls down there, and you can almost see the air going out of him. Like, you know how you go, like, damn, bro.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? You know damn well if I throw this motherfucker straight down the pipe, they're gonna take it over the damn. They're gonna rope my ass.
And that's exactly what happened. You cannot allow a pitcher to establish a strike zone and then change it in the middle of the game. You can't do that to us.
It happened, bro, and I was disgusted with it. And then that was the game. You know, we gave up 4 runs in the 6th inning. We scored 1 more run, and that was it. But that's how you demoralize a team, though. At this point, you really just ready to get out of there because you feel like you ain't really got no. And that's what I'm hoping. I know this when you're talking about football, but that's always the hope when you go and play a game like a ULM. You want to win that game. You got to win that game convincingly, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to put the refs in the game to allow them to take it away from you, because that'll happen. It will happen.
One thing I'll say, man, like I keep up with baseball here and there. I'm not like just a huge baseball guy.
Yep.
one thing I will say about the game yesterday, like I always have, kind of kept up with Jackson State baseball along with other sports. But that game really captivated me and it made me interested in wanting to come out to see them play. And so, that's what you have, I guess, when you can put a good product on the field, you draw the eye of more fans. And so, like I really, would be tuning in more. And I want to get to Jackson to check some games out.
Man, let me tell you something. That game I went to, and I was sitting there, Coach Brady came, Mo.
Yep.
Man, the amount of noise talking to Alcorn, it was, oh my God. Him and what's the security guard that be at the big man that be at the games, TD, that be sitting over there by the whatchamacallit, by the food set area.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know his name.
Right there in the seat. Listen, man, I'm talking about. As soon as they say the person's name, yeah, we like you. They talk the whole game, man. It reminds me of my Grove Park days, bro. You know what I'm saying? All the heckling. Baseball is fun, man. If you know the game and it's exciting. So some people don't like it because it's not you're not scoring as much as basketball.
You gotta know what's going on.
It's football, but no, if you know baseball is a great game to watch, man. And I had the utmost. I enjoyed the hell out of myself, man, watching it.
Hey, kid, I got a question for Mo, but before I do that, man, that comment EA man is foolish. It's fine.
I ain't entertaining EA tonight.
EA crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Mo, I was gonna ask you. I heard you say at the beginning, it's hard for us to get pitchers that throw, more than like 85 miles per hour. So, with that being said, you say, he still might get drafted. So, is that something? Is speed something that what kind of improvement in speed can a pitcher get in baseball?
Well, the thing about Isaiah Williams, Isaiah is 6'5", 240, and he's left-handed. He came to us from California. California's been real good to us. Here's the thing. These PWIs can't get everybody. You will have pitchers that slip through the cracks, and Zay Williams is definitely a guy that's going to be a future ace for us that slipped through the crack and probably is going to end up being drafted. As far as velocity goes, you have throwing programs. To answer your question, we can get guys that throw 90, and a lot of these guys have issues with where they're throwing the ball to. Some guys can throw 91, 92, but they have problems throwing it in the strike zone. Or if you look at the Mississippi State game, this guy, Lorenz, was throwing 85, 86. He was hitting his corners. Baseball is a thinking man's game. If you can hit a certain area of the plate, I mean, you got to be able to pinpoint that thing. But you can see an increase of velocity, but sometimes it ain't about the velocity. Womble can throw 96, but when you watch him, he's throwing 89, 90, but he's throwing strikes. So you got throwing programs, you're going to get stronger. We got a guy, Tyshawn Petty. I really love him. He throws 90. Before it's over, he might throw 92 or 93. In my opinion, he has the most potential out of everybody on our staff right now, but he probably has the worst ERA because he's a thrower. He's not a pitcher. There's a big difference. And it's Coach Johnson's job to make these guys who are throwers, make them pitchers.
That's true. But no, man, it's gonna be interesting to see. We got a tough stretch coming up. We got Grambling coming to Brady, and then we go to Alabama for a triple header. Not the same day. I mean, a 3-game series versus
That's
Alabama.
going to be the open and the swag play. Extremely, very important series. If we're playing in Jackson, fans, please go out and support. Alabama State has been out. Okay. If there's anybody in the Montgomery area, if you're a Jacksonian in the Alabama area, we need your support. Alabama State and Jackson State have been rivals in baseball for the last 10 years. Yep. Ever since Melendez got to Alabama State, this has been our biggest rivalry and biggest nemesis in baseball. For the last 10 years, it's been Jackson State or Alabama State. And now we got the Florida schools. And, it's the East is tough in baseball. It is hard to come out the East.
It is, man. When you add Bethune-Cookman and FAMU.
Bethune-Cookman plays in a minor league stadium.
Yep.
They literally play in a minor league baseball stadium. It is the only facility that Bethune-Cookman has that's actually worth a damn.
Well, they're getting a practice field now. You know what I'm saying?
And they still got a church league basketball gym.
Oh my God, look like Blair, don't it? Like Cathedral.
Yes, it looks like a church league basketball or a middle school gymnasium.
But hey,
So in baseball, Bethune-Cookman is extremely good. I mean, if you get on Perfect Game, it's just like looking at rivals. They sign nothing but 4- and 5-star guys. If you look at it from a football perspective, they get a lot of talent, and Alabama State get a lot of talent as well. But this first series is going to set the tone for the rest of SWAC play. We need to win this series. In baseball, it's not about winning every game. You got to win the series, and it's going to start with Baby G. Baby G, we need Baby G to go 6 or 7 innings that first game so we can have our bullpen at our full disposal. And we need guys like McCaddy. Everybody talks about Eichelberger, but it's all about the guys that are behind Eichelberger. The guy that's before him is Hibbler, and the guy behind him is Montesano. Those guys have to be able to be a threat because it's going to happen where people are going to start throwing around Eichelberger, and he's not going to get to see all those fastballs anymore. People are going to be willing to walk him because of just playing their cards right. So,
hey, so check this out. Mo. I mean, I don't know how important and how serious it would be to someone, but if you go into Birmingham is an hour or so from Montgomery. So if you went to the SWAC championship, might
go to the baseball game,
out, man. You drive an hour or so and catch that catch one of those games.
It'll be extremely important.
Being in the that it's in Birmingham, the SWAC tournament in Birmingham.
Yes,
it's gonna be tough. I should tell you that now. But that Sunday game, we still might be able to though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean,
it's possible. I mean, I would just say, if you're in that, it may be some folks in that area that may not be going over to the tournament, but the baseball folks will go, and like Mo said, go support them whatever way you can. Definitely do it.
We got a lot of talent. I'm gonna get off of here in a minute, but I just want everybody to know this baseball team is 12-4 for a reason. There's a lot of talent, and Coach Johnson is pushing the right buttons right now. They're learning. Got a lot of young talent. I mean, they replaced the whole infield. Probably got one of the best catchers in the league. Cabeza, people don't talk about him, but he's probably one of the better catchers. Nothing gets past him. Have a really, really athletic outfield, and Hibbler in center field is a transfer from Delta State. You got McCaddy. You got Davion Hall. That's a transfer from Mississippi Valley. I mean, a lot of talent. They're putting it all together at the right time. These midweek games, SWAC don't have a whole lot of pitching. I mean, Grambling might give up 10 runs tomorrow and might not give up but 2 runs the whole weekend. So, you just got to know and understand what's going on. And
that's known for a lot of baseball programs because typically when most HBCUs have their success against like most of the good teams, they typically do it on the midweek game.
Yep, because we're gonna throw our ace for an inning or two.
Yeah,
we're gonna throw all of our weekend starters on that Tuesday night game and basically treat it like a bullpen session and let them get some, basically keep their arms loose. But I see us as the top 3 team in the conference. We shouldn't have lost the Valley. Should not have lost the Valley.
Yeah.
Just point blank period. Shouldn't have lost to Texas Southern. Should not have lost those 2 games. Those are 2 games we should not have lost. Shouldn't have beat Russ by 1 point.
Yeah, we was getting them in the second game. They got, the weather delay, but like you said, that was a little too close to comfort.
Playing down the competition and then playing up the competition. There's no way you beat Russ by a point and then beat Butler by 5.
Yeah, but even that Mississippi State game, man, we was up 5-0.
Yep.
Ended up losing like 19-5.
You can't play down. We have the team that can play up, but they're young. But now you 15 games into the season, you can't say they're young no more. Right. Your freshman shortstop just went 5 for 5 versus Memphis.
Hey, so Mo, have you had a chance to see, in this somewhat of a special interest, have you had a chance to see Ethan Wiggins play? Have you a local talent from Clinton?
Yeah, I know about him. I've seen him warm up. He hasn't actually played any at Jackson State. I'm sure he's going to be red-shirted. He's about 6'4". He's a big kid. He's a tall kid.
Yes, yes.
from out of Clinton.
Yes.
I think his father is an attorney.
Correct.
Yeah. So, yeah, but it got a lot of young talent. Another freshman, let me give this guy a shout out. Shamar Harris. Shamar Harris came in extra innings. True freshman, game on the line, closed the game out Sunday. True freshman.
Like it.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought Johnson had lost his mind because he pulled the closer. he pulled CJ Lewis. CJ Lewis is our closer. He pulled CJ Lewis. He put in a guy by the name of Steve Spurgeon just for one batter, and then he went to a true freshman, and the true freshman closed it out.
They just know their name, don't
Hey,
yeah, man. I see why Mo knows.
That's why I wanted him up here, Mo. Hey, listen, we love
name, man.
So,
hey, so let me ask you about jitters when it comes down to baseball when you're dealing with a true freshman. Now in basketball you might have a true freshman in there that may make some mistakes, especially in crunch time. In football, he might not be big or strong or fast enough yet, so he redshirted. How does that play a part in baseball, as far as the jitters and the physical ability when it comes down to just hitting this stuff? Is there ever a need to just sit a player out, or there's one of those games if you got it, you just can come in with it?
man, Coach Omar Johnson's been doing it for so long. And look, baseball is different. These kids play so much. Probably from the time that they was able to walk all the way up until now, especially here in the South, you play year-round. And Coach Johnson just had to remind these kids, hey, this is the same game you played when you was in Little League. The game has not changed. In baseball, you don't have to be 6'5". You don't have to be 300 pounds. You just got to be able to know the fundamentals of the game. And the fundamentals of the game will actually get you through. We're actually not even as fast as we've been in the past. This is not a team with blazing speed. We're not killing people on the base pads the way we used to. These guys are bunting people over. We're doing a lot of hit and runs, and we're taking advantage of what teams give us. Same way you would when you play football. You take advantage of what the defense gives you, and we do a whole lot of that. We do a lot of moving runners and, man, just timely hitting. And a lot of it is Coach Johnson. I mean, I have to give him credit. A lot of it's Coach Johnson. He's getting them to buy into it.
Yeah, Coach is definitely he has a style, man. And he's off to a good start, man. I love it. We'll see how we fare in SWAC play. I'm gonna definitely keep my eyes on that. I look forward to coming back because actually we got 4 games this week. We play, like I said, we play Grambling tomorrow, and then we go to Montgomery for the whole weekend. We got 3 games. We play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll come back on Monday and see how we fare.
I will say this.
Mo, we still kind of got Southern at the top of the list, to kind of get our lick back from robbing us. Their 2021, the championship game.
Yeah, but this ain't the same Southern.
Okay.
I still
not
want
the same Southern. Yeah. I don't think we'll see Southern in the championship. We might see Grambling. I think Grambling is actually the best team in the West. Grambling has lost a lot of close games, but Grambling probably has the best team in the West. Texas Southern and Prairie View has some of the best pitching in the West. Texas Southern got one kid that can flat out rake. I mean, he's probably going to hit 15 home runs. He hit 2 off of Baby G in the first game of the season. But I think we'll see Grambling coming out the West. Just depends on if nothing crazy happens. I really think that the East is going to beat up on the West, especially when we get to the tournament. I think that the East, no doubt about it, Jackson State, Alabama State, Bethune-Cookman, and FAMU are the best 4 teams in the whole conference. That's why it's so important that if we can come out of Montgomery 2-1, if we come out 2-1 and put them behind on the 8 ball, and we make FAMU come in here and beat us, I think we're going to finish either 1 or 2 coming out the East. Bethune-Cookman is going to be tough, but that's actually one of the schools that Johnson actually had a winning record against last SWAC season, was Bethune-Cookman. And they supposed to be the best team in the conference last year.
Let me look at this schedule, y'all. While we here, while we got you, Mo, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and do it. Ain't no need to wait. What we waiting on? Let's see. So we got So we play at New Orleans March 20th. After we got Brady on March 19th. We got Valley March 20th. Let me see. Probably gonna be an April game. Let's see. Damn. Man, we're on the road damn near all April, bro. All right, we got Alabama A&M April 12th, 13th, and 14th.
And we have to sweep those things. We got to be. I mean, you can't let Alabama A&M have a game. We can't let what happened the other weekend versus Valley happen anymore this season when it matters. We have to sweep Valley. We have to sweep Alabama A&M. You got to take all three.
So here's the thing. So it's up to you guys, man. Do we want to do FAMU or do we want to do Alabama State? I think those would be a good game. Those would be some good games to do a tailgate at. I'm thinking I want to say last year we chose FAMU. I think FAMU would be a good one because that'll be a game we can really go out there and rally some. Well, the 27th ain't gonna be good. That's my birthday weekend. I ain't gonna make the. I ain't gonna lie to you. Act like I'm gonna be over there for that. No. How about no? We'll do Alabama State, man. Well, let's aim for April 20th, 420. 420. Happy 420, everybody. We're gonna aim for 420. We're gonna do a 420 tailgate, but you can't bring no reefers. No reefers. Yes, indeed. Get your thoughts on this more before we go, man. WLBT did this. They talked about Joseph Eichelberg. Had over 30 offers, man, this past offseason. But as Jack Stady decided to call home, man, they really putting a lot of interest in it. I like this, man. I like, when the kid does well, they really giving him, a big bright light, man. Like I said, Zoe said his average dropped down into the 400s, but he's still leading the nation. Thoughts on this? Thoughts on Eichelberger, man, and then we'll move on to some women's basketball.
Eichelberger is an example of what it takes to be a hitter. He's not trying to hit the ball over the fence. I think he only has one home run the whole season, and that was versus Mississippi State, and that's what put us up 5-0, if I remember correctly. But he's not trying to kill the ball. He's just trying to do what we call. He's just trying to barrel it. He's literally just trying to barrel the ball and let the ball do the work. So I think he's going to end up hitting. I think he's going to hit 400 for the season, honestly, because the best pitchers that he's going to see, he's already seen. He's going in the SWAT play hitting 400 is only going to get better. So, and again, the guys, what he does is also going to depend on the guys that's sitting in front of him and the guy that's hitting behind him. Hilber has to continue to hit well, and Montesano has to continue to hit well, because if they don't, you're going to start seeing people walk him.
So who's batting fourth?
Montesano.
Montesano?
Yep, Montesano. Montesano actually is a transfer. I think he started his season off. It was some Power 5. It was one of those Florida schools. I mean, when you look up his YouTubes, I mean, he's at home runs. He's a home run derby guy. So he's actually married too. He's a grown man.
Hey, so Ken, that number 4 spot, the normal cleanup guy, right?
That's cleanup. Yep. So yes, to your question, what you should do, Simply Beautiful, you can go to JSUtigers.com, right? Go to the baseball page, and then when you see the games that are at home, click the there's a little TV icon. When you click the TV icon, it'll bring you to our esportsnetwork.com, where you can actually purchase the games. So let's say, for example, if you wanted to purchase the access to watch the baseball games, you can actually purchase. Let me see what they are. You can just walk. It'll walk you through the prompts. You can purchase the rest of the season for baseball. I do it every year for basketball, just for the hell of it, to support what we got going on. But yeah, go to JSUtigers.com. Go to the baseball page, and when you see, whenever you see at home at James Brady at Brady Field, there's going to be a small TV icon. Click that TV icon and then go through the prompts. You can just scroll over, find a baseball game that you want to watch, tap that game, and then it'll take you through that. I always say, just you can purchase the season. That way, every time you just re-log in whenever you want to watch a game. That's another way to support it if you're not going to buy season tickets to be there. Brother CD said, yep. The player hitting before Eichelberger must be smart, take advantage of the fact that he'll get more to the hit. Yep, Eichelberger, especially more fast. That's absolutely correct. Hey, that number 2 position and that number 4 position is always the most important when it comes to your slugger that's coming up, you know.
And I know we always definitely support season ticket for football, and rightfully so. You know, they are on sale for football. However, you know, baseball has been consistent for years, you know, so why not support those guys? I bought season passes, and thank them as Lori. You know, I have 2 more, so I appreciate that. So I will be catching a few games, Ken.
Yeah, I have baseball tickets. So if there's anybody, whenever I'm not there, if you'd like to get to a game, let me know. I'll share my tickets with you. I don't want them to go to waste. So if there's anybody in the city of Jackson that's interested in going to a baseball game, I got 2 season tickets.
You want to take your kid. You want to take your kid. You want to take a child or something.
Take a kid, man. Yeah, you got to, man. You got to go take them.
Take the kid.
And listen, man, we all came up through Grove Park, man, in Jackson. We saw Coach Cheatham. Coach Cheatham is always at the basketball games, Mo. He you know, everybody know Coach Cheatham. If you know Coach Cheatham, you know who that is if you played in Grove Park. You know, so it was good to see him. As always, he's still talking about. He was talking to Stan. Stan came and got in line, TD, and he brought his son over there. And he was like, yeah, Stan said his son like to play, he only want to play soccer, but he was like, no, he need to be playing baseball. So yeah, man. But no, man, TJ, if you want to hang tight, you can. We're gonna move on to some women's basketball, men's and women's basketball. We'll jump into the basketball aspect of the show. Appreciate
I'm gonna
Zoe.
jump back in the chat, man. I
Yes,
appreciate the time and enjoy chopping it up with y'all, man. Y'all have a good one. Just jump back in the chat.
Hey, no problem at all.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Here we go. They said the Tiger Network is $80 for a year. There you go. Drop that $80. And yeah, you can watch every single game. Keith Claxton, who played at Grove Park and JSU, the best shortstop shot. Yep. And I told y'all, one of the best pitchers I've ever laid eyes on coming up to Grove Park is our men's basketball coach, Mo Williams. A lot of people don't know Mo Williams was a really good baseball player, TD. I'm talking about a star, superstar level. Mo Williams could have been an MLB player, and he damn sure could have been an NFL player. He was a quarterback. I keep trying to tell everybody he was a better quarterback probably than any sport that he played. He just had a knee injury. And you know how that goes, man. You get, basketball is where the money is at. Well, actually, baseball is, but you got to go through all those leagues. Yeah, man, absolutely appreciate Mo. Mo had to drop off, but man, anytime we talk baseball, we got to get Mo. Mo knows. He really does know. Mo knows his stuff, man, and I always appreciate him to come up and give his perspective on that. Mo also know women's basketball, but he'll yield that to us, but appreciate him for coming up and adding his expertise. But let's move on to some women's basketball, man. Shout out again to our 5-time back-to-back SWAC regular season champions. We finished the season, man. Listen, that's right, Coach. He was drafted out of high school. That's absolutely correct. Last game of the season, man, senior night. The women finished that game, 18-point victory over the Devilettes, Mississippi Valley. Adriana Event, man, went off, man, TD, 24-10, and she had a great game, brother. And it was a really good showing. Proud of her. She went over the 1,000-point mark for her career. Of course, she didn't score all 1,000 of her points at Jackson State, but she's been playing college. This is her final year. Came over as a grad transfer to us and from Texas Southern, and she did hit her 1,000-point in this game as well as Angel Jackson. So 3 players on the Jackson State women's basketball team that have eclipsed 1,000 points in their season. That's Maya Crump, that's Angel Jackson, and of course, you got Adriana Avant. So,
congratulations, Miss Avant.
absolutely, man. She's going to be critical, and I do mean key, for us winning the SWAC tournament. I mean, I think I like the fact that she was in a really good groove. When she doesn't press and really try to force her shot, she plays really well. She got to let the game come to her. Absolutely, D. Lewis, that's correct. Trey Johnson was absolutely an extreme. He was a very good baseball player, and I do mean very good. And he was a damn good pitcher too. You got that right. Yep, Coach Trey Johnson. So Jackson is definitely one of the most underrated baseball cities probably out in America, man. We really had a strong baseball community, and I hope that continues on, man. You know, the patriarchs that come through that grabbed the youth, man, and kept us out of the streets, man. And we was out all at Grove Park on a Saturday night, TD. I was telling them, you catch a foul ball at JSU, they run it down and bring it back over, hand it to the coaches. Hey, at Grove Park, you catch a foul ball, TD, that turned into a token. Hey, look, man, we was running like a summer gun, man, trying to get them old foul balls. Because get what you do with a token, you can turn them things in. You can get a snow cone, you get all kind of little. You can get some peanuts, you can get some candy. It's always been a great family atmosphere. Snow cone, baby. That's right, man. You get you one, man.
Hey, so I took my daughter to a baseball game, and one year, and she ended up getting a foul ball, and the little bat boy came over to take the ball from him. Man, the crowd about ran him up back in the dugout. But my coach told me to get it, but he ended up bringing her little dummy ball anyway.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, man. I love it, man. Yeah, you got something, snow cones. Oh yeah, man. That was it. Had to get them. Yep, had the pleasure of watching all Cam, a JSU legend right there, man. Wow. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. So yeah, man. So listen, moving right on to the men. Ken Evans had a really good game. See, this was a nail biter, man. This it's also unnecessarily close. I know you was telling me about number 10 at Valley. He was shooting that thing, man. And boys got to shooting that ball in the second half, and that's something that we're gonna have to we really got to close out games better. You know what I mean? That's kind of been the thing that's bit us as a team this season is the second half woes. Some games we survive, some games we don't. Go ahead.
So look, I don't know if it's just one of those situations where everyone get up for Jackson State.
Always.
But I don't understand why Valley record is what it is. With those, they got 3 guys. Number 3,
number 0,
Raekwon. That's Raekwon Brown, and they got Washington, number 10. Those guys can flat foot play, man.
Absolutely, man.
You know, so
and the little guard, man, the one that turned the ball over with the game on the line. He is a great defender, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's number 3, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, number 3. So yeah, man. So now the season's over. You know, the men finished 15-16, fell short of 500. SWAC tournament, man. The SWAC tournament bracket is out. Let's dive into it real quick. So here's the breakdown, you guys, if y'all want to notate this. So this Wednesday, our women play Prairie View at 5:30 p.m. from Bartow Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. It will be all these games will be streaming on ESPN Plus. The championship game obviously will be on ESPNU. So you can definitely stream these games, ESPN Plus. Now is the time. If you want ESPN Plus, hey, it's March Madness, man. You got to get all your apps. You got to pay for it. If you ain't paid for it, this is the time you pay for it. You can cancel it when the season over, because there's going to be a lot of games coming on, you know, until we go into the end of the season, all the way through the national championship game. But Prairie View, man, interesting thing. You know, they the 8th seed. We had a tough out with them over in Prairie View, TD. 3-point game. You know, it got close. We wound up closing it out and winning it by, I think, about 9, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a close game. So we can't come out there and take this team lightly. We got to go out there. We got to smash the net with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, I was kind of getting them confused with the Texas Southern game where 101, 102 points were scored.
No, they didn't even make the tournament.
Mm.
The bottom 4 teams, they all got eliminated. So you only take the top 8 make the tournament. We're the number 1 seed. Prairie View number 8 seed. We beat them twice. We beat them at home. We beat them there. But the last time we played them, it was pretty close. The expectation is to win, man. I don't care who you put over there. But if you look at the bracket, you got Pine Bluff on the same side as us, you know. You got Alabama A&M. They got them on win. That game is on Thursday, so that's a great spectating game. We can watch and see what happens, and then we play Friday, the semifinal game, 5:30 p.m., and then the championship game for the women will be on Saturday, March 16th, 4:30 p.m. If we're in the championship game, your boy gonna be there. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, I won't be there for the Wednesday or the Friday, but I definitely plan on being there Saturday if we're in the championship game.
Good stuff. So here's the thing, man. And this is where Coach Reed and her style expertise come in. You know, at the game on Saturday, they gave them those big, shiny, beautiful championship rings. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Shout out to the 2023 Tigers. Go ahead.
Right. So now you just got, you can't relish over that too much. Right now, you got to go get the next one.
Well, the 24 team ain't won none yet. You know, that was for the 23 team. Now they did win. They won the SWAC championship regular season. So, but those rings won't come until next year. Shout out to Deja Woodard. It was good to see her. Shout out to Gerard Covington. It was good to see her. And I hope I didn't miss anybody else that we lost. I think those were the main 2 that we lost. Those are 2 key players last year. I mean, and shout out to Daphne, man. We know she was hurt, but she came out there when she had them boots on, man. She had them knee highs, them knee high boots, but strutting on the, still got to get that. She got to get healthy, man, and hopefully she heals up back to 100% soon. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. But anyway, that's one that I was making. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for those who did receive the rings, they mindset need to go back into getting another one. And the ones that didn't receive one, which probably be freshmen, you know what I'm saying? They mind
and all your freshmen in your transfers.
The freshmen in your transfer.
Mahoney, Avant, shucks, man. You got what's her name? Madison, Rochelle. Shoot, the list goes on and on.
She was there last year though, right? Breland?
Yeah, she was.
So now they need to take, like I said, the ones that got them need to go get the next one, and the one that want to pursue them, they need to have their mindset. But I'm sure, Coach Reed and the coaching staff will have them ready to go, man, and just not take anyone lightly. That's all I can say. Yeah, you had a clean sweep. Prairie View, man, would take no one lightly. Go in for the juggler from the beginning, like like they mostly been doing all season, man. Don't let up.
I agree, man. I say this: that other side over there it's gonna be a good one, man. I love to see Jackson State and Grambling in the championship game. I expect to see Southern versus Grambling in the semifinals. And hey, we had a sour taste in our mouth from last year, TD. We lost in the semifinals by a buzzer beater. So use that as motivation, man, and let's go make it happen. All right, moving right along. The men. Okay, so the men go into the tournament. We go in as the 6th seed. Interesting matchup. We get the Texas Southern Tigers, man. We beat Texas Southern at home. We lost to them in Texas. Interesting matchup. We got Alcorn and we got Alabama A&M on that side. TD, We beat everybody on the side that we're playing on. If we show up to play, we can win this. We can win our side of it, and we can get to the championship game and go make it happen, right? We beat Alabama State. We did not beat Southern. We only played them once. We did not beat Grambling. We only played them once. We beat did we beat Bethune-Cookman ever? I got to go back and look at it. I think we lost both times, if I ain't mistaken.
So here's the thing with the men. We've been, of course, we talking about injuries all year, but that's been there. So I mean, you can't. I don't know. We can't constantly, rock with that.
Chase back. We are as healthy as we're gonna be.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I used to keep rocking with, hey, well, we missing. It is what it is. The end of the season. With that being said, Ken Evans, like he got back. He went through a little slump. Like he's gotten back on his game. Needed J.O. to raise his stock back up to where it was, beginning of the season, mid-season. And Colton did a little Saturday. We need him to elevate his game as well. Cornelius, he shoot pretty well at 3. We got Adams back. He looked good. So if J.O. raised his game back up, Ken continue to do what he's doing, and Colton, elevate his game to where it was, it should be good. Go ahead.
No, you're right. They right. I do remember now. We actually did beat Bethune-Cookman by 1 point. I think it was 61-60, man. I don't know if that was a score, but remember we was watching the show and we wound up winning. We did win that game. So that's correct. We split with Bethune. So to that point, TD, on the schedule, we see it's 5 teams on here that we beat. Manziel is not ready to go. He redshirting. He won't be playing at all. It don't matter if you see him in the layup line dunking. He won't get in the game. That ain't happening. So yeah. But I'm with you, man. You right. You spot on when you said what you said. It's time to elevate your game. We need Colty to play well for in this tournament. We need Colty to hit some shots. We need Chase to. Here's one thing I want to challenge. I want to challenge Kevion. Kevion starting. He started when Chase was out. Chase started last game. We have to take care of the basketball, bro. We really have to limit. This team will go as we take care of the basketball. We turn the ball over, TD, way too many times, unforced. I ain't talking about good defense. I'm talking about we just made a bad decision. And that's the thing we have to we have to take care of the basketball. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll pause, let you jump on in there.
No, man. No, you good. I don't I mean, but that's to any game. That's any team, any level that
exactly.
Man.
You gotta value the basketball, man. Every time you give the ball away, you lose a possession to put points on the board.
But you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. That point guard position is definitely going to be key in both. It's key in the sport. Period. Regardless. But definitely for us, it definitely gonna have to be key. The game, that part of the game, definitely is going to have to be elevated on both teams in order, because man, when those full court press come down, man, and it be looking like a spider web out there, man. You don't know where to go with the ball. I mean, I be confused, man. I'm like, hey, what are they gonna do? So that has to be key. But one thing I would also say about the ladies that I do like about Avent, she's a shooter, and Avent one of the ones, man. If she miss, she's still shooting that thing. She don't get timid.
Yeah, she ain't never seen a shot she like.
Man, she shoot that thing regardless. I like that. And then when the victory start to fall, like I guess you say, Ken, when the shooter, all you need to see is one go in, and they on to something usually.
Yeah. It's been a minute since the men have actually went to the tournament. I think Coach Trey was playing. I think I got to go back and.
Yeah, when they played, they ended up playing Florida when they had Noki. With Florida, the Gators, they ended up playing the Gators that year.
Was it 07?
Joe Nokeem, I think he ended up going to the Bulls.
Oh yeah, Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah.
Yeah, they had Noah and damn Horford and all. And man, they had a squad then. Yep.
I think Trey had pretty good points, man. He ended up shooting a lot.
Balling.
Yeah.
Trey was balling, man.
So that was the last time I really remember it. And actually during that time, man, Trey brought some eyes to the program, and we lost that luxury at some point, and that's gonna be the key. And that's one thing, I was I was checking out and talking to my homeboy first, man, and that's one thing that he was saying that was key, man. We can find a way to get at least 1 4 or 5 star player being here, man, and they shoot the lights out. You need some eyes on the program, and that's what they're gonna take. Some good recruiting, and just one player or two, to commit.
Yep. I'm trying to find out. Somebody, y'all have to Google that. I ain't got. Yeah, y'all can. Somebody Google that. The exacts on that. Zoe probably would have said it right off the top of his head. I want to say it was 07, man. Everything give me says 07. Let me just do something real quick. Yep, it was 07. We lost 112-69. I do remember. I remember that. It was 07. That's what. Yep, it was 07. Trey, we got whooped to sleep, but we made it though. We made it, baby. Trey Johnson had 25 points. Corey Brewer had 21. He was 8 foot. Yeah. And Trey was a ball, man. Trey was balling, man. He got us in that thing. Hey, listen, man. At halftime, we was on the down 6, TD. Holy sheesh. In the second half, they scored 71. We scored 34. Holy smokes. Yeah, they had Joakim Noah, Corey Brewer, Al Horford. They had some more pieces too. They were deep, man. But yeah, so y'all, hey man, who all going to Birmingham, man? Let us know. We definitely get out there and get the support. Can our women whoop LSU this year? It's gonna be a battle, man. LSU gonna be tough. This ain't the same team. That'll be a tough out with Van Lith, Flo J. Johnson, Angel Reese. Be a tough out, man. I'll just tell you that. It'd be a tough out.
Very so.
Next, Faith and Family Night on Wednesday, Youth Night on the 14th, Greek Night on the 15th, and HBCU Fan Appreciation Night on Championship Saturday. So y'all pull up the Bartow Arena. Go support our Tigers, man, ladies and the men. So for those, we'll break that down again. So so the women will play on Wednesday. The women play on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. The men play on Thursday at 2 p.m. So keep that in mind, y'all. If you're on the East Coast, that's 3 p.m. obviously, and that's 6:30 on the other side.
And so this one and done unless you get maybe
one and done. You lose, it's win or go home. Now, if our ladies lose, of course we're going back to the NIT because we don't want the NIT. We want the NCAA. We want to cut them nets down. We want that trophy in Birmingham. We want to celebrate, and we want to be on Selection Sunday. We want to see Jack State name called on Selection Sunday and see exactly where we're gonna get a bid, where they're gonna place us. We did get another AP vote this week, TD.
Really?
Yeah, we got another vote again. So just back-to-back weeks, we received the AP Top 25 vote. So again, we want to shout out our two Tigers. Shout out Warren Nugget, Dejan Nugget Warren, and Dallas Daniels signing with the Massachusetts Pirates. Proud of them. And last but not least, the spring game. Now, next week, they're actually going to start practicing again on the 20th when they get back. So the first practice will be on the 20th, then you got the 21st, 23rd, 26th. 27. What we'll do is I'll bring you guys the latest when any updates we can get. Of course, we are going to have Coach O on. Y'all don't forget that. We're going to have Coach O on Wednesday. So y'all pull up. I know y'all just now popping up this Wednesday. Our special guest for this week is going to be Coach Otis Ridley, Jack State football associate head coach and general manager. And we can ask all the questions that we like. Said it's not likely we would make the NIT, get the automatic qualifier. You get an invite, Avis, if we're based off your resume. This is the best record we've had. Now, we win one game, it puts us back in the same position we was in last year. So last year we won one game in the tournament and then we lost in the semifinals and we got an invite. It's not an automatic qualifier, but I was saying it based off the fact that the trajectory says we probably would get an NIT invitation if by chance, we don't win the tournament. So,
I mean, you were speaking on the spring game. I would like to put this out here, and I will continue to do it every time, these times arrive. This not only goes for sports, but since we are speaking on sports, I'll talk to the football player, but this goes for any and every student, professor, facility staff, whoever. Definitely young people. When you go out and you go back home, you don't have a point to prove to anyone. Make sure you make a wise decision. And if you know that person, that's your friend that's out there doing whatever they do in the street, rolling, be wise in your decision. We want to see you back on campus on the day that you need to arrive and see you in the spring game. So be safe driving home. You don't have a time limit to get there. If it takes you 3 hours, let it take you 3 hours. I mean, there's no reward you're going to get for making it there in 2.5. So slow down, be wise in your decision, have fun with your family, enjoy your family, but try to stay away from the foolishness and realize everyone's not going to like you, what you're doing, and I want to see you succeed. So you get away from around that energy and bring it on back to Jackson.
That's a great point, man. Oh, okay. I see what you mean, Avis. You said, but I'm gonna come back to what you just said. I didn't want to skate over that too quick. That's a great point. Great wisdom. I mean, the reality of it is to get home, man. Get home. I'll mention something that I just saw today. Very disturbing. I don't watch like don't ever inbox me like fight videos and all that type stuff. Like people getting. I don't like all that stuff, man. I can't look at that stuff. Saw the young lady. We see it circulating, the young lady fighting for her life, got into a fight, a little teenage fight, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't click on it, but you got a young lady in the hospital, another lady, a young lady in jail, get into a fight, slamming her head on the street. And she was out. And this is, we in a generation now, TD, where we, kids they'll record. They don't call the police, none. They using their phone. They using their camera phone, man. Everybody talking about world star or whatever, even if they say that or not. But he said last year we had the automatic qualifier. RPI might keep us out this year. Okay, they changed the criteria. That's a good point. I would hope that we get an invitation. We'll see. With that AP top 25 vote, two weeks back to back, we don't get an NCAA tournament. Maybe they give us an invitation. We'll see what happens if we lose. But I hope that this conversation is completely irrelevant because I really want to win the SWAC tournament and cut down them nets and go to the NCAA tournament. So I ain't worried about no plan B. We got a plan A. That's it. If we got to resort to B, it's a failure. So, yeah, he said it will be based on net instead of RPI. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But yeah, man, TD, that's a great point, man. Miss Ken, that video was sad, man. Yeah. You see, he knows what I'm talking about. I wasn't gonna watch the video. I just saw this. I saw the photo. You know how TD on some of them posts they'll have the photo and kind of let you know what's happening. And then if you slide over, you can see the video. I'm not gonna sit there and watch that, bro. I can't sit there and watch nobody get jumped on and knocked out. I can barely, Hell, it was hard to watch Francis Ngannou get knocked out by Anthony Joshua because I really thought he was gonna put up a good fight. He he done left the MMA and went to the. I don't know why the hell he wanted to fight Joshua, because Joshua is style make fights, man. Joshua, crazy thing about Joshua, bro. Joshua's the type of fighter that'll get his butt whooped by Tyson Fury because of the fighting style. But Tyson Fury couldn't really handle Ngannou. It's a style thing. You know what I'm saying? And Anthony Joshua was just way too polished. He was way too powerful for a non-skilled MMA fighter that's just big and fight a different way. And now you got, what is it, Logan Paul, this dude Jake Paul finna fight Mike Tyson. Oh, Mike Tyson knock him into the next week. Because man, I hate that they taking the fight, but it's gonna be live on Netflix. You never know what can happen, man. I hope Mike don't get beat. I know Jake Paul. That it's like, come on, bro. I already took a lot of L's, and we love you post foot boxing, but don't go get in the ring and lose to that dude. Hopefully, he knock him out. That's the hope. But a lot of that stuff, you don't know. It might be rigged, or it might be a money grab. You never can tell, like wrestling almost. It's sad, man. What happened? People just talking and working things out instead of. Yeah, that's the world we live in now. Got to stay wise, man. Those are wise words by TD. Keep the main thing, man. Another thing too is, when you go home, you gotta. Hopefully, you have a really good core of folks, man. Your network is your net worth. You know what I mean? You are the average of the five you spend the most time with. And a lot of times, you just got to be. I tell my nephews that all the time. Watch the company you keep, man. Those that joke, those that talk about you with jokes, they just use humor to try to minimize what they really saying, and they tell you a lot. You know what I'm saying? So surround yourself with some folks that's trying to have something, man. Be around some folks that got more than you. Try to help you get to that next level. But other than that, man, that's pretty much it. That's what we had, man. A lot of folks don't know, TD. I'm really just getting home. I literally just made it to, you go to Dallas and I'm traveling back, get stuck, and just kind of have to navigate on in, man. I got in just in time enough to really get the show done and get it out of the way. I'm excited to have Coach O on because I really am interested to talk to him, talk some football, talk the overall perspective of the program. We haven't really had a chance to talk with a lot of the coaches. We talked to Coach TC on signing day, but everything else has been kind of quiet. We got a whole staff in there. And look, man, TD, we got a lot of work to do. We got to get all of them possibly hopefully on Tiger Talk, so we can introduce them officially to the JSU Tiger Nation and just see what happens with that.
Yeah, man, that'll be interesting, man. I mean, I'm sure D. Corey C will get out there, because it's all for the cause, baby.
Absolutely, man. So look, man, it's spring break. We're not doing no long show tonight. Just wanted to come back and really just kind of recap the weekend. And like I said, we'll come back. We got some good meat to chew on, man, when we come back on Wednesday. We're expecting to have a really good show for you guys, man. And we'll give you back your time, man. We appreciate everybody for pulling up. Definitely Mo, definitely TJ, and coming up talking a little baseball. I want to shine a little light on them and kind of go from there. We did, for those that don't know, we did touch on the women's softball on Friday. Actually, we actually did mention them winning. They won 4-3 versus Memphis as well. So y'all make sure you go vote tomorrow. Like Brother Seeley said, go vote, go vote, go vote. Not telling you who to vote for, but exercise your right. A lot of our ancestors fought, man, even and gave their lives, sacrificed their lives for us for the right to vote, man. So you got to get in the game. You can't cry about outcomes if you're not willing to go exercise your right to vote. But I won't try to force anything else. I really want to just park it right there. I'm content with what we touched on, and like I said, we're working on some stuff to come back to you guys with on Wednesday, man. TD, you got anything before we get ready to get up out this thing?
Yeah, man. Great ending point, man. Where we are, I mean, great, straight to the point facts. Would there be any questions taken from the chat for Coach O?
Oh, without question.
Okay.
Absolutely. Everybody, bring your questions, man. Bring your questions for Wednesday. Like I said, whatever we can touch on, I'm pretty sure he will. And Coach O knows. I mean, he's an overseer of the program. If there's anything that is a little too far fetched, he'll tell us. It's we family, man. So at the end of the day, I just appreciate him coming on the show and giving us some time. You know what I mean? And really allowing us to really take a peeping under the tent. This is a new regime. This is a new coaching staff, a new set of Tigers mixed in with some of the old. But the 2024, that we could definitely touch on the expectation. But yeah, we'll definitely have plenty of questions for him, and we'll try to maximize the time that we'll have him on, and then we'll go from there.
All right, man. Well, look, I'm glad you made it. You made it home safely. You had a great trip. Glad you was able to see the men and the lady win the championship game. Tiger Nation, forever. Brothers and sisters, we appreciate you guys watching and support and encouraging and positive word that you give us when we're out and about. So thank you guys so much for all that you do. You know what I'm saying? Definitely for being a fan and love of your school and for supporting this channel as well. NIL supporting the players. Trying to help our school be, as we say, I love the best. So I hope you guys and those of you on spring break and vacationing, be safe, enjoy yourself. And if you're on the road, you make it back safe.
Yep.
So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate everybody, man. We'll see y'all back on Wednesday. I love. Go Tigers, baby. Good night.